What about Ryan Crimmins?
Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game.
All right, why are you being disobedient?
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room,
start
but
listening.
not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Oh, violent R.
Man, shoot that food and swallow it. Shoot that food and swallow it. Move. Get move.
No ma'am. Go that way and eat your food. Go that way.
They are back.
What's he crying for?
Pre-game words. Their first drive of the game.
Hey.
Down in their
Hey.
end, and they're going for it.
Y'all finna go to bed real fast.
Shoot that food and swallow it so y'all can take a bath.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Tackle was made after the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
I ain't see the invite. My bad.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
My bad.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On second down, wants to throw it. Floating away. He's going to take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket. At that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Yeah, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Kansas State. Reeled it in and just
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something. After y'all eat and take that shower, you go into bed, and I don't want to hear nothing about no snack, no TV, no nothing. Because I'm tired of hearing y'all telling y'all to hush, be quiet. I don't want to hear it. Chew that food up like she keep telling you. You too old to be acting like that. You too.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick.
Chew that food and eat it.
Touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to take a shot.
Man, what the fuck?
On the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that.
I'm pressing fire. That nigga bad the ball.
Before he's finally stopped. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Somebody on 26.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna run it.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything worked. I don't expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Caught close to the marker. It's Yates. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to run it.
Get on my feet. Stop. Move. Put that on. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it.
Get them on the ground. Short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I heard him. He said what you were doing. Some shit like that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
27.
They throw it in reverse, and that's the final play here in the first period.
Put the toolback down. Are y'all done eating? Listen, I'm playing against somebody. Listen, very, very carefully. Go in that room and sit down. When I get done playing, y'all gonna take this bath. Go sit down. Go. No, tablet.
They'll run it from
Why
the
you feel like you should get on your tablet?
They make the stop, but
did your mama tell you that?
Takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A lot of times defense.
You see how you're not following directions? What I told you to do.
Right here, puts the linebacker. Man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Getting some heat.
I can't get through that.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down.
Got the nigga about hurt.
Nice job playing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Baby.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air.
Well, I'm pressing triangle. Damn, he won't
He's got
jump.
first down yardage across the 50.
He ain't even try to goddamn. You gotta give me some effort though. I don't fuck that.
Football, they play wide receiver basically.
Shit.
But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to move it through the air.
Kill him.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Whew.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field.
Watch out, Riley.
Throw and pick up the 1st down. It's caught downfield. Well, not
Thank you for it.
there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls.
They don't get this shit in college.
They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Yeah. So let him trash. Hold on, right? I'm on this play. Hold on.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Damn.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here. Go the other way. Go down first.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it.
Oh, it took too long for that nigga to get there.
On that one as he got trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I love the idea on offense here. Let's go to the quick passing game, right? Let's get it in and out of the hands of our quarterback quickly. You got to make sure you're throwing completions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that.
Shit, I'm challenging that. I can't challenge it. Oh, he dropped it.
Pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working.
This sorry about. He dropped it.
How about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Oh my goodness. Dollar Bill, what y'all here so sweaty for, man? Why you playing me so sweaty?
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today.
Out here playing me sweaty.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play.
Got him.
He shot toward the end zone.
Squirrel.
And
Crazy.
he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need
Why are
you
you
to be able
running?
to step up.
Get up there for
and
that.
make
Go
tough
in there
catches. David,
and
what a
you got one
grab
so you can
right
take a
there.
bath.
And I
Do
think
not come back in here no more.
trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they
breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second and very short here for the offense. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Zings it complete to the right.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation. That made that play work.
Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. Can't cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum.
Oh my God, what the fuck happened?
Makes the grab
What
on
the,
left
that
side.
didn't make sense to me. What the
Slippery
hell?
slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
I was in cover 3, he wasn't nobody there. Man, I need to see the replay. I low-key got to see the replay. I can't even look at it. Damn. What? Oh, yeah. God damn. Yeah. That shit crazy. What the hell? That shit was crazy. Oh, you see it? You go look at that shit. Man, I ain't doing no second. He went with the man guarding him went with new route.
Getting set for the point
That's
after.
stupid as fuck. I don't even understand it. That don't even make sense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Satisfied the fucking game.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that.
I say again. What you say?
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
It would be nice for you.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Offense at an empty set. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires toward the target. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first one.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense.
Hold on. Where the hell is he at? What y'all keep screaming for? Hold on, BB. on 1 second, bro. Put my kid clothes on. I had to get him a little bell real quick. Alright, bro. I'm ready. My bad, bro. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? My bad, man. Goddamn. Baby mama put the damn kid in the tub. I ain't even know.
To get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've made third down offense.
No, I really not. I really won, bro. I swear to God, I won, bro. Shit. I already know you're going to be here. The first time we played, you here.
Moves away as he feels pressure.
I'm already focused.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try to get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Finds his tight end. Across the 25. He's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That throw and catch a really good example of why you just don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Wow.
Makes the grab. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, no ma'am. No. Take it in your room.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. 3rd and goal for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for it all. To the end zone, and is picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Line gets set, 1st down. Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the catch. It's Yates. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. He looks that one in nicely. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big now.
Oh, he caught fake.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive. First play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
Oh.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know.
Yeah, I looked for that piece. I didn't see no.
Those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big.
Hey, it's all right. Y'all finna go to bed in just a minute.
What
you crying for?
You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's
Y'all
why you're
doing
bringing the
something.
big bodies in, but they couldn't
I told,
get it done.
no, don't you go on in there. And all I told y'all to do was just wait till I finish.
Touch pass on the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
Kansas State 35, Texas Tech 14.
All right, your brother's asleep now. Sleep. That's why I said take that in your room.
They
and go
already
play
have a
until I get
comfortable
done.
lead, up by multiple
Oh,
possessions,
you finna
but they're
go to
going to
bed,
go
baby.
for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And stampeding through the defense. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you can quit in 4.